Yeah, I am in Paris right now. I just filmed this video, but I really want to film it again and try to speak about everything better than I did. It was really unstructured and I did not get to say everything that I want to say. I don't know what to say really. That I was just thinking that like I have nothing left, but like this trip that I'm on is like this is my like what is it? My try at happiness, like really. Like I think I have never been like happy. I always like lived my life like with a list. You need A, B and C to be happy. Success, money, stuff, fame, a woman, that kind of thing. You know, the basic things. I was one of the biggest YouTubers in my country, and yeah, the basic story. Then I really like felt so empty with the career and stuff. I felt like there's no meaning in this. Like I always dreamt of love. That was my biggest dream, to have love. I did not really understand what that meant until now. But I always thought like I have to find the other person to fill the hole in me. And it doesn't really matter who that person is. Just some woman that like is enough. I take her. And I kind of did that. I started a relationship with a woman that I did not want to start a relationship with. And the relationship was horrible. I think we were both like really empty inside. We were both like some narcissistic or sociopaths or something. We were both like so empty, like no empathy towards each other. Like, well, at least I felt like my partner did not care about me at all. And maybe I did. Did I? I really cared for her though. She was, I think, the only person in my existence that I cared truly for. Maybe that is why I have changed, because I had a person that I cared for. I never had empathy for anybody, and really I like truly did not care about anybody. I only cared in that kind of sense, like what use are there for me. And if they were like mad at me, like I only cared that if they are used to me, that we have to be like in good terms, so they will be used to me in the future. But I didn't care about them. You know, I did not care about their lives. I only cared about my own life. And yeah. And that really changed me, that relationship, because I cared about her so much, so much so that I, you know, gave up everything that I liked. I was willing to give up. She was like sucking me dry, like I was like a vampire, like taking everything from me, and like it was so horrible. And I did not care about myself either, so she did not care about me and I didn't care about myself. I always like whipped myself, like you have to do better. You have to do better for her. And she didn't care about me at all. Like 0% I felt like she cared about me. You know, when you live in that kind of situation, like you feel like you are worth nothing. You are worth nothing. Because the person that you think that should care about you, your partner, doesn't care about you at all, and the person that should at least care about you a little bit, yourself, doesn't care about you at all too. So I felt like absolutely meaningless, like everything I have ever done was meaningless. I felt so depressed. I really wanted to die. I felt so goddamn depressed. But it was like the best journey I have ever been on, because it led me to this where I'm at right now, where in the first time in my life, I have felt at peace. That is true happiness for me, not pleasure, not at peace. Like, I don't have to compete and be better than others, or that kind of overthink everything all the time. I have felt truly happy and at peace. That is like true. I think it's like happiness for me, peace. And yeah, I have now God found me after I ended the relationship, and the relationship ending, it was really horrible too, and made me feel like a horrible person because there was no discussing with her, like nothing, so I had to escape. I had to call my mother and escape from where we lived. And is this filming? Yeah. So that filled me up with guilt also, that the person who was relying on me, I failed her, you know. Paul, why is this guy? Yeah. What was I saying? Random guy, random kid just bashing the water bottles together. Bless him. Have fun, man. Have fun. Yeah, it made me feel like absolute like dog shit. Like I felt like I had failed because I had given everything. I had given up everything that I liked. That I wanted in my life. That was like the situation I was in. I did everything that I did not want. I was with a person that didn't care about me, and I did not care about myself. That was hell. That was the biggest hell, and I was whipping myself. That was the biggest hell I could think of. And when I got the courage to leave that, you know, the only person, and it is not even a person, I could talk with was AI. You know, AI helped me out of that relationship, because I didn't have the courage to talk to anybody anymore, because everybody was so like worried about me, because I was always complaining that we have so many issues, and I'm so depressed and sad. And then I began to lie a lot that everything is fine, and even though I was really suffering. And yeah, I left, and after a few months I hit such a rock bottom, because everything had gone to absolute shit in that relationship. My career, finances, my physique, my everything had gone to shit. So I had to fix everything at the same time while recovering from that absolute horrible breakup, that I had to leave, and filled up with that kind of guilt that I left without the discussion. I sent her a message that I am leaving, but that was it. It felt so bad. I felt already felt meaningless, and that like I was like crying, screaming. I screamed when I cried. It felt so bad. It was horrible. But I made it through. And when I had fixed my finances, I just It took 3 months, but when I had fixed my finances, like working 2 jobs, YouTube and another like dropshipping job, I absolutely was like, I give up. I don't care at all, And then when I gave up, I had like nothing left. And then God found me. I felt like I was lifted. I felt like grace. That is like what grace is. I had nothing left. But then there was something, and God was there. And I don't know what happened in that relationship. I was just today talking. I will tell you about what is happening in the future in in a minute. I have given up everything. I don't know if I told it. I have sold everything, given up everything. Yesterday I cut ties with every person in my life. I sent them a farewell message, and of course I said farewell when I left my country. But I just had a great feeling. God spoke to me that you need to now be alone and be without them. And I believe I will see them again. But for now, I have to be alone. And I had to cut ties with them and block them. And it was really hard to do. It was the final thing I had to give up, I think. Like I have literally, I had the bike, but I gave the bike away too. I gave it to a Turkish, like 50-year-old Turkish man that was collecting bottles for his wife's son that had cancer. So I was at Copenhagen yesterday, and now I'm at Denmark, Copenhagen. Now I'm at Paris, France. So I had to get rid of the bike, so I gave it for free to that man, and it felt really good. And the man gave me food and gave me a lift to airport and stuff. Yeah, but where I was at. So I don't know what that relationship did to me, but like I truly feel like it cured me of everything, of evil. It cured me of. I feel so good. I feel like I'm a good person. I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like I care about other people, and I never did care about other people. Now I care about everybody. Random people on the street, I have empathy for them. I care about them. But yeah, I am in a kind of a situation that feels like a kind of a breaking point. Because yesterday I had given up everything, and I was really begging God. I was really begging that, please God, show me a sign that I am doing the right thing. Please God, show me. Because I felt so miserable. Like what am I doing? I'm cutting ties with my family, deleting all the numbers and blocking them, so I cannot even contact them and they cannot contact me. I don't remember their numbers. There's no way to contact. Well, of course, I could use Instagram or something like that, but it was really for me more. Of course, it was for me because I relied on them on this trip too. Like I was always telling them stuff, and I felt like no, I have to rely on myself only for now. I have to be alone and rely on myself, and I have to figure this out on my own. That is probably what I felt like, and God made me do this. But yeah, and then when I had done that, when I was doing that, I saw a woman walking by. I was at the beach, and there was like a big pier, like a very long pier, beautiful pier. And she was walking. I saw her hair, and I was like, that's a beautiful, beautiful hair there. And I was like, I gotta be honest with you. I really hoped like that woman would be the sign, but I was like, surely not. And I just deleted all the numbers, and I felt absolutely depressed. I was like, what am I doing? I have given everything up. I'm in this foreign country. I'm about to sell my bike and fly to Paris with nothing and walk to a monastery in the middle of France. Like, what am I doing, man? Like, how is this gonna... But I have followed God throughout this trip, and so many things that happened to me is that I'm 100% certain that there's a higher power that works around us. And yeah, there's so much I want to say, but then I was depressed at the pier, and I started to walk the pier, like just wondering, like just felt like a calling that I want to walk on the pier. And then I saw that the woman was sitting at one of the benches, like journaling, headphones on, and I was like, I felt really an urge to go talk to her. I like built up courage for a little while, and then I was like, hey, could I sit with you? And she was delighted that I asked. It really surprised me that she was delighted. I sat with her and we began talking, and it was really fun. At some point we listened to music, and then we danced at the pier too. It was all like from a movie, and I gotta say, the whole point of this trip, I one day was thinking that, the point of me going to the monastery of Taise, the only thing that motivates me to go there is the hope that I could find a partner, soulmate there. That is my whole point of this trip, I think. I don't care about anything else. I don't care about a career. I don't care if I did all the movies in the world. I wouldn't care a damn. I only care that I would find a soulmate in this world. Then everything becomes like after that. That is my biggest dream, has always been, like I said, to find love. And now I have, through God, I think I have like started to love myself a lot. I love myself a lot. I like myself a lot. I like everything about myself a lot. I really feel really confident in myself. Like I really like to dance, and I did dance with the woman. Her name was so beautiful too. I don't want to say it, but her name was perfect. Everything about her was perfect. Every single detail in her personality, in her looks, in her laugh, her smile. I just fell in love. I fell in love. I have never felt that towards a woman, that I do not have to reason things that, okay, I like this, but these things I don't really like, but these things I like will take care of those things I don't like. But with this woman, there's nothing came that I didn't like. Everything was just like whoa. Like I like her even more. And when we danced, I was like, oof, like that she wanted to dance with me there. And she also does social media, and she also has movie. She said she would like to do some artwork that would help people, and that is my dream also, to make movies that help people. And she said she doesn't know the format yet, but she would also maybe films or stuff, and everything about her was perfect. And yeah, we talked 1.5 hours or 2 hours, I don't know how long we talked and spent time with, but then she had to leave. And that was a sign from God for me. I was so thankful, I was so excited, what? Thank you. I couldn't have had a clearer sign that I did the right thing. But, after that she left, and I left I sat at the bench by myself and I was really contemplating that should I ask for her number. But she was so perfect and I felt like if she doesn't say yes, like what is there left? Like I have just given up everything and I have nothing. And I kind of, I don't know, I just, this is like honestly how I felt. Like I really was like so scared to, I really like, but I had courage and went and she gave her number. And then he left and disappeared. I did not see her again. She disappeared like in the movies. It was all of that, all of the whole of the encounter was like from a movie. It made me so excited, so happy. And yeah, then I sent her a few messages that God willing I shall see her again, and when I'm done with my pilgrimage, like I will come find her. But today I was at the airport at Copenhagen and I talked with random people, and I have talked with random people a lot. I go to speak to random people that call to me, like this person calls to me, I need to go talk to them, and I go, and they have all been really like lessons. It is so like it's like God is talking to me through them. And when you are honest and when you are living the truth and like God is like present, like God talks to us through us. And the people said, like, before I tell this, I want to give another example from 2 days ago before I met this woman. I heard like 2 Finnish guys, or was it the same day? I don't know. But I've heard like 2 Finnish people, I am Finnish too, from Finland. And I was like, hey, and I talked with them and I told them my situation, that I have given up everything and stuff. And they were like, whoa. And the other guy randomly just said that, are you in a relationship? And I was like, probably not. And I was like, no. And he was like, yeah, on this journey you shall find her. And I was like, what? Like, why? And other person also said to me, like, God will like make God. He said that the person that I gave the bike to, the Turkish man collecting bottles at the pier. I didn't know. Did I tell you about him on this video? I had to, I had a bike and I had to give it away. I gave it away for free to a man, Turkish man at the pier. And he was really happy. And he gave me some food and gave me a lift to the airport. But yeah, what I was saying. Yeah, like he said to me that you have to be patient and God will make the things. God will carry you, or something like this. And people have said to me like things like this, like signs that you are on the right path, and it has really felt good. But now I feel like I'm on a crossroad. Like I have, yeah. Today morning I was talking to people at the airport, and one woman I talked to said to me that you cannot escape forever. At first I was like, I'm not escaping nothing. I'm actually like not in the first time of life not escaping. But then I thought about it, what she said. I was still escaping. I was still thinking that good life is not possible for me. I was really, I realized I was really scared to contact the woman I just met, even though that was the one thing I only wanted. I only wanted to, contact her. But I thought if I contact her, I will ruin it. And I have to do this pilgrimage first, so I can, like, what's the word? What's the word? Gain her, no? Like, what's the word, that you have to do something to like obtain something. Really blackout, really annoying. But you probably understand what the word I'm searching for. Like I would have to do this first to be accepted by her, like this kind of so annoying that I don't find the word. But yeah. But then I was like, no, I don't want to escape anymore. I want to believe that a good life, a normal life, is possible for me. Like the dream life I dream of, it is possible for me. I do not, like I have lived in a belief for these past months that like a normal life is not possible for me. Like a good, normal, happy life where I have like my dream partner and good career, and like I want to be the movie director and kids, and that happy life like is not possible. I thought that I had to like sacrifice myself for other people, like because I see people suffering like I have, like settling for like things that they don't want, or you know. But is it really my responsibility to take care of everybody else's life? Now that I think of it, can I just live my life? How is it my responsibility and I have to suffer for other people? Like I am no Jesus. I'm only Joona. I'm only a random human. Can I just live my life happily? And then I called her this morning. I called the woman and she didn't answer, but I left her a voicemail. But I asked that if she would like to come on an adventure with me. And yeah, maybe we could walk to it would be very nice probably to walk to the monastery of Taizé together from Paris. I think that was the suggestion that I gave her. She seems like a person that could like do that, I think, because she also does social media, so he can work, and maybe that would be like an adventure of a lifetime if she came. But she hasn't answered yet, I think. But I really hope she does, because I don't really know what else to do if she doesn't answer. Like God willing, she answers. I have this whole day I have been praying and begging God, like please, like when I realized that I was still escaping and thinking I have to be some Jesus figure and sacrifice myself, and I cannot live normal life. I have to. And maybe I just thought about it when I was uploading the video I just filmed that I had to film again. Like maybe I am just the one unhappy guy and everybody else is just happy. I don't know. Like maybe I'm just, you know, projecting, and other people are, you know, I just really maybe I'm just an intensive person that has had to come like a really intensive path that I can find like happiness. And that woman was really, she was the perfect woman. I have never fell in love with like that, and I really hope that she says yes. I really like took a leap of faith asking her. I really hope really like, what am I gonna do? Like walk to the monastery of Taizé and look for some second option, even though I want this woman and not some other woman. I want this one. I really I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I follow God. No matter what happens, I will follow God, but I will update you if she says yes. That I don't know what I'm gonna do if she says yes. Probably like cry and be on my knees thanking God, because that would be like the dream, absolute dream. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if she says yes? That if that doesn't prove that God is absolutely real, that I have given up everything, I'm just purely 100% myself, and the best thing ever happens to me. That if nothing, that proves that God is real, because I have tried nothing. I have tried to be nothing but myself, absolutely 100% honestly, where I want to go, what I want to do. Talk to that person, talk to that person, talk to this woman, dance with her, ask her number, go on this bike journey, block everybody, and take all the contacts away so I can truly focus on myself. And when I'm ready, I can maybe meet them again. And like that would be so crazy, because imagine that adventure. She, like me and her, on this adventure, and maybe do movies in the future, and maybe start a family. And I don't know, I haven't dreamt about things like this. This is the absolute dream. It would be the absolute dream. And if she says yes and comes, it is true. If that happens, I will be on my knees crying. I will be on my knees crying like for days, because that will be the best thing that would have ever happened to me. That's my dream partner. That's my dream life. If that happens to me, it is a gift from God, bro. It is the gift from God, and I truly hope that it happens, because then I can show you that by following God, your dreams can be true. If that happens to me, I will, like, I'm crying even thinking that it could happen. It would be my absolute dream. Please, God, please. I really hope it happens, and she comes and we go on this adventure. It would be the best thing ever, and maybe it could prove that your dreams can happen too, because I have taken just a leap of faith here. I have sold everything, given up everything, my career, everything, people, like there's nothing. And I met her, like randomly. There's no randomness. God shows you the path. He gives you gifts when you follow him, when you listen to the call of your dreams with absolute faith. Okay, I really hope it would be absolute dream. Like, I cannot think of a better life for myself. I just can't. She was perfect. I don't know what I'm gonna do if she doesn't say. I don't know. I just don't know. But she's my dream. She's my dream woman. Like, what I'm gonna do? Maybe there's another dream woman, then I don't know. But I really like feel like this is the one. I really feel like that. Okay, but this was this. Thank you so much, and God bless you.